Okay, here we are in the kitchen. So I want to go ahead and get the wax melted. What I'm using is toilet bowl ring in a cheap disposable aluminum pan, and I've got that double boiling and some water in a fry pan. Makes it easy to work with, just kind of float it in there. That keeps the wax from getting too hot and scorching or burning and smoking, and makes it real easy to deal with. So we'll go ahead and let that melt. Got this up at high, should take about maybe 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and get the wax melted down. Doesn't have to be all melt, just enough that I could go ahead and do 2 pours into this. I'll do the first pour and then a second pour to top it off. So I will be back in a minute. Okay, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead, show you what we've got. See, plenty of wax is melted there. That's plenty good. I will go ahead and let some of that water drip off. Be real careful because it's really hot. Go ahead and lift up a little bit. About a half pour. And, oops, let me get this down so you can see what I'm doing. And can't really see that too well. Try to get that so it's pretty even. Then give it a couple spins around, make sure it turns freely. Let that firm up a little bit. As you see there, it filled about just under half of the container. I'm going to turn this off. It's more than enough wax ready. And I'll just go ahead and fill up the rest. Just going to turn that blade a little bit every so often, just so you know it's not bound in wax. I really should have a glove on this hand as well, but I'm kind of late now. You see, it doesn't take very long for that wax to start to harden up. Yeah, this whole process has been going from when I started that water heating up. It's been 8 minutes, so it's pretty quick. Especially if I had all 3 of them to do. I could just melt a lot of wax and just pour, pour, pour. In that case, I'd probably put these in some type of stand to hold them. Okay, it's still pretty warm. You can see it. You can probably see it a little bit. A little bit of variation in color, but it's starting to lighten up. So the lighter it gets, the firmer it's getting. Turn the blade a couple times. Something else too is I want to make sure I kept these wires about as centered as I can, because I'm going to drill a hole in that cap also, feed them back through that. So that's it. We'll let this firm up, and then I'll go ahead and give them a water test. Basically, I have a pan in the sink. I'll just hook them up to a 6-volt battery, 6-volt lantern battery, and make sure that they run both directions. And these are going to be good to go. So let me go ahead and let's get this cooled down, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, another 5 minutes have passed, and I went ahead and I put the cap on. Basically just ran the wires through it. Went ahead and hooked it up to a 6-volt battery. This is what I'm going to end up using. One of these 6-volt batteries to drive these. I tried feeding them off the Arduino and it wasn't powerful enough. But actually for testing this works ideal. So I've got this all together. Went ahead and take my wires. Go ahead and test it out. You see good action on the fan. I'm going to go ahead and set it in the water. Get nice motion in the water. Get a pair of these. It's going to move that little submarine. So give it a couple seconds. Shake it around. Everything's good to go. Nice and watertight. So there we go. All three motors are all packed and ready to go. Next, we're going to go ahead and build that frame and get these mounted to the frame. So please stay tuned. If you haven't already, please subscribe if you want to continue to follow the project. I appreciate that. And then also, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, go ahead and please leave them below. Thank you very much, and have a great day.